time for another afternoon consultation, I see. What's on...
Whoa! Wanna catch me, huh, you thieves? Would you like a fun... Gotcha, didn't I?
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
The power to split and merge matter.
Can you feel it? The frequency of the wind. It's resonating between us.
Hands off my friends. The fruit of evolution. Life is in everything.
Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers.
fun. Keep dancing!
How pathetic.
Take form.
Embrace
Heaven
the change.
ordains.
Banish all vice.
The sky beckons. Thus it ends. Bloom! The fruit of evolution. Together we fight! Take form. Strike fast. Hands off my friends. The fruit of evolution. Grow for me. Ha! I can use some luminous energy. Strike as one. Take thunder, guide us. Take flight. Evil be cleansed. Bloom from ashen shell. Crimson, struggle harder. Entertain me. Fun. Together we fight. I shall lead the way. Growing the fruit of evolution. Listen up. Oh. Photosynthesis. Strike as one. Take form. Thus it ends. Heaven ordained.
Banish all vice.
Reborn from ancient roots. Vitality? Sower! Let's have fun! The lovelies. The fruit of evolution. Ha! Life is in everything. Together we fight. Take form. Ha! Sacred life. Sprout of budding seeds. Let's have fun. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Vitality sower. Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
The power to split and merge matter.
May I pray for May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. I shall lead them. Going against wind. The fruit of evolution. Huh? Watch out!
เตสอันนี้ฉีกค่ะ
Take forth, oh stars. Heed my calling. Bask in starlight. Thus it ends.
스마트 올테이르드가
Passion shell. Let's have fun. Together we fight. Our lights shine through.
บ้ากระโฟนที่อาหูเวทเทเจียแล้วว่า
cleansed.
อี
Take
ดวนสกรีนมิเรอร์นะครับ
Reborn from ancient roots.
the fruit of evolution. Strike as one.
อันนี้ฉันโปะใช่แล้ว thank you เซมีทิกวัดกระจากตะนี่มีทิกตอนเรามี
May I pray for any? Hopefully,
Anything I can.
hopefully, we'll make new findings. The fruit of evolution. Luminous energy. Photosynthesis.
Ha! Sprout of budding seeds. Calyx. Grafting. Supper. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Strike as one. Take form. Thus it ends. Onwards. Tender guide us. Our lights shine through. Evil be cleansed.
Bloom from ashen shell.
Life is in everything. Grow for me. Together we fight. Take form. The sky beckons, thunder guide us. Evil be cleansed. May I pray for anything specific? Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
The knights.
Hopefully this helps. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. Thanks for watching. A perfect chord. Listen, the trio of destiny.
Such is the true form, revealed at last. Torrents, rage on!
Thanks for watching. Ta-da! A grand overture. Mind the tempo. A perfect chord.
Blood. Charge.
I'm sorry. Tuning in. Now Presenting a poem of finale. Hopefully this helps.
เอกเดี๋ยวเลยอะไรวะ
Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. The wicked will face judgment.
Hands off my friend. Life isn't everything. Listen up.
I'll keep you company. The nerve. Oh, this will be fun. Sleep in the whispers of sirens.
One. Take 4. Oh, stars. Heed my calling. Sacred life.
loading อะไรนะช่างจะ stream สูงไปต้องกับโฟนเนี่ยผม PC อันเก่าหรือตัว
Take a breath.
hard disk อะ
Right here.
ไฟเรียกได้ SSD อ่ะก็ได้ละ
That tickles.
Take 4. Thawing harmony. Fruit of evolution. Bask in the sunlight.
Engulfed by sea's venom. Oh, this will be fun.
Strike as 1. Take 4. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Thus it ends.
nel help เขามาเซโฟนนั้นก็ไล่เฟดให้แล้วว่าก็โฟนนี่ดูวันฮะสปอร์ตกันได้นาทีนี้สปอร์ตแต่ว่า
Take a breath. I'm right here.
หมดโตกันมา
Grow for me. Fruit of evolution. Luminous energy.
I'll keep you company. Hey. Crash or sink into the endless deep.
Together we fight! Take form.
Emil 这个扎头嘛喺 live 睇到啦。Ang rank nga law sa wala raw lutang pejuan. ID. Daw la.
Incoming, beware. Universe in my psyche.
Into painting! Witness the art's true form! My compliments. Still recognize me? Can you keep up? Victory favors me! Masterpiece complete. Still recognize me? Running won't save you quickly and swiftly. The world is mine! Into painting! Art unveiled! A new technique! My compliments. Victory favors me. Take this. Still recognize me? In the name of the Montellis. Spectral modulation. Loading.
Tear them to pieces. I've had enough. Get lost.
Leave it to me. Loading. Perish.
Variable elimination. Yeah, complete overhaul. Pierce through the stars. Reconfiguration.
Leave it to me. Loading. Iron graft you knew. Diminish.
Variable elimination. Exploit. Prime. Miscalculation. Disruption. All shall reveal itself. Reconfiguration.
In lottery boxje. En dan hop, nee.
Efficiency above all.
Hands off my friend. Luminous energy. Listen up. Together we rock. Sentinel protect me. Together we stand. Crystals, give me strength. Huh?
Shut up. All yours. All of you at once. I don't do overtime. Fine. Reduce to dust. Huh? That's a wrap. Come at me.
Together we rise. Never. Sentinel protect me. Together we stand. Crystals, give me strength.
My shield can withstand more than that. I can spare a minute to knock some heads around.
Loading. In war with time. Strike as one. Take form. Oh, stars. Heed my calling. Bask in starlight. Blessed end. Leave it to me. Diminish. Yeah, loading. I engraft you new. Sprout of budding seeds! Crimson blossom! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! Strike as one. I shall lead the way. Ordained. Diminish. Together we fight. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice. Our lights shone through. Blessed end. Reborn from ancient roots! Let's have fun!
Who will sink into the depth? Oh, this will be fun. Sleep in the whispers of sirens. That tickles.
Arrow stun.
Quite the
I'll warm up the crowd. The world is our stage. Tornado maker. Mamma mia. Event.
Take a breath.
Figure
Right
out.
here. I'm no stranger to this sensation.
We'll improvise. Custom this show. Mamma mia. Avanti. Unexpected plot twist. Reborn from ancient roots. Crimson blossom. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. Let's have fun. It's getting fun. Aerial stun. I'll warm up the crowd. I'm looking for a comeback.
Who will sink into the depths with me? Engulfed by sea's venom. Surge of deep tides.
Same actor, different role. In the limelight.
Together we vanquish.
Listen carefully.
Mind's eye. Take form. My blade yearns.
Who's the caged bird now?
Mind's eye. My blade yearns.
At the helm. In the limelight. Same actor, different role. Ouchie.
Together we vanquish.
Who's the caged bird now?
Hands off my friends. The fruit of evolution. Luminous energy. Photosynthesis. Roll for me.
Thanks for watching. Listen, the trio of destiny. Crumble.
The true form.
Revealed at last. I won't back down. This soul shall
Thanks for watching.
not be shattered.
A perfect chord. Let the show begin.
Bloom. Fruit of evolution. Bask in the sunlight.
Torrents, rage on!
Purge the impure.
evil. Repent, for silence beckons. Sentence, charge forth.
Thanks for watching. A perfect chord.
The crown of winds has been.
Sẽ tụi vang em lắm. Ý nghĩa cái xiềng rồn trong đó. Discord tahan ở lưu đâu. Cần trồng đơn nha. Robotomy. Hello, hello. Robotomy. Mati nghe. Là robot em. Hello, hello. Là robot em. Là robot em. La robotem.
Oh, time for another afternoon consultation. Oh, time for another afternoon consultation.
There are traces of a resonance energy discharge everywhere.
What a mess! This place looks like it was just bombarded. Yep, that's definitely Cardathia's residual frequencies. Huh? Where does she go? Look! A wingray right here! Here. It can give us a lift. My heart's racing like crazy.
Do you feel sick?
Not really. I just have this uneasy feeling.
Uneasy? Did you sense something dangerous in Septimont?
I don't know how to put it. It's strange. Like things are all tangled up somehow.
soft stone, a blessed caress, Griffin's fortress.
Abby, we've arrived. How do you feel now? Abby? Nothing. It seems happy. Is it because I'm reminding it of past battles? Looks like I've made my first friend here.
Trying to hide in that incubator's experimental unit, are we? I need to find a way to destroy those pipes and make it close. These must be defense mechanisms, designed by whoever built this lab. The more devices I destroy, the stronger the defenses become.
Khel thiam về là wang lem ron ti vel khang ai lo Okay. 5,000 k.
There is a village up ahead. I'll go talk to some locals.
Onwards. Soar against the winds. All paths converge.
Ilvero nakina pakeriang che
I knew
Hello.
it. The Blue Furies remain undefeated.
Big friend. Engeti
Onwards.
Rector win che lẩu lom tẻ nha. Đừng có khền là
Think you can keep me from fighting?
đừng chỉ có khền lại mồ.
We'll see who rips whose throat out first.
Again, sound ring. Time.
All right, Emilio. Why don't you take your band of cowards and get out of my way before I decide to handle it myself?
Skip vector. Ồ giỏi anh tiện. Cái tí giỏi lồm. À giỏi thâu mì. Tí rinh nó tục có chân. Buổi thác về đâu. À là giỏi em.
Hi there. Is team registration still
Cái tí ring lồm. À là ring lồm mì.
Onwards.
Are you ready for the gladiators, Aegon?
Gió à này.
I am the Tempest. The wicked will face judgment. Ha! Perfect teamwork. You make quite the hunting party. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. The wicked.
Ôi đi lì. Cái trồng muông gì. Cái ngày thao bà chân.
Good. We made it out. I'll let the staff at the next arena know we're coming to avoid the same chaos there. Matches are the bread and butter for gladiators. The famous ones rarely take on impromptu matches. That's what caused such a stir. But now, word about our new team is gonna spread very quickly.
Gió à. Ni giờ nào han. Cái chùa đấy kan mo i. Cái phone chế độ một cái tìm man lo men restart thôi ta. Password cái chùa dictate mi lo.
Is this car tour also from House Silver? Not exactly. He's a free man, though he's handled Bow of Legion's business for the past few years. Look! Once we cross the Hero's Way, we'll get to the Capitolini Hill district. For centuries, countless gladiators have walked this very path to
Cái ta lâu.
just as we are now.
Cái restart thale à dictate.
The next qualifier is just ahead. Once it's over, we can take the cable car to the upper city. On an autumn day, the view as you ascend and the breeze on your face can truly lift your spirits.
Are you ready?
Wind howls, unfettered by bounds.
Why would the place you mentioned be abandoned?
Because of the first dark tide in Raguna. Oh, you know what a dark tide is, right?
Yes.
Due to certain
Ina shio me pana.
the main city district was
Stream hi ina shio me.
You said Cartothea might have been here. Do you have an idea of where she passed?
Anay to pa life.
I think somewhere over there.
Ah, that's where the statue of Hercules is. Beware of the Kerosaurs lurking below. Those tacit discords will ambush anyone who falls into the water.
Are those the city's ruins down there?
Yes, remnants of the old district. We rarely use this route since it's too dangerous, but some thrill seekers come here to hunt tacit discords. Speaking of which, this area is actually a Cartothea. I've never heard that name before, but it feels strangely familiar.
Life top trap erong bol ngai. Mi ka zau zuai. Mai zau man long. Let's see na.
Oh, come to think of it, we haven't had anything to eat since those two matches. Right, I know just the thing I want you to try.
Lak lo lo la yan ti top deng.
I can already smell it. Can almost taste it.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. I'm sure your wishes will come true.
EWC chu kan watch party da mi. An phalang em le. An ti chin.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. I'm sure your wishes will come true.
Gaming gladiators just for the sake of using those arcane shadows in the Terrify, and we saw Sayori how she played the Valentina the other day.
Yeah, and of course the age-old response to Akai. See Akai on the other side, you pick up a Valentina for a chance to get the heavy spin. Doesn't always work out as much as it used to, though, anymore. But let's see if Gaimin will be able to make some magic. Are they going to go for the Assassin jungle for Vitality, or will they actually... Oh, okay, it's Hayabusa and Harith.
I was about to say, because with the Valentina in the hands of Sayori, naturally you would think that the Valentina blind pick is kind of weird. But we saw what Sayori was able to do, and considering there's a heavy spin on the other side of the team, then they need to go for a gold laner that can bring Purify. Granger is great in lane against the carry, but the problem is, will she be able to survive long enough in these team fights before a potential pick hits? So Harith is the choice. Your Hayabusa that you mentioned here comes through, and now we're looking at the final pick. And this should be for Ashley. Do they go for Minotaur?
Yeah,
Or they can go Hylos also?
Hylos, I feel like it's a little bit too... I stand here, I poke, I make you go faster, I slow you. That's... Oh, they go for the Hylos? Maybe I'm just a bigger fan of the Minotaur, but I wish that we saw the Minotaur. But hey, they go for the Hylos instead. Quick thoughts. Turn, how do you feel about this? Because you've had some opinions about Hylos before.
Yeah, I understand, right? Technically, it's a point-and-click stun that can alleviate the pressure that the potential Hayabusa can have. But other than that, I do want to see a little bit more of the impact in the team fights.
All right, let's hear some impactful casting from Naisu and Brigida.
Thank you so much to our cast, or our panelists.
There you go.
Rather, there you go. It has been a very unexpected end to game number 1 in this series. Let's see how Gaimin Gladiators regroup and find a way to even this out against Team Vitality. Heading into game number 2. It's been a very confident draft again, I'd say, from both sides. Still deciding to go for the early PC pick on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, but again, for your Team Vitality, it's Vival this time holding the Hayabusa.
Yeah, they did a little swapperoo there in the jungle. That's fine, but you know, my biggest thing is, can they make that adjustment? Because the way they lost game 1 for GG is a test to see if, you know, these ladies can go ahead and lock back in, focus on game 2. It's behind them now, and I'm sure they had that talk with their coaches and staff here once we had that chance. Now, going into this, I would say what they did in game 1, they had a lot of good moments. They had a lot of good decisions, but clearly one major one. And I think that's, like the panel mentioned, they banned specific heroes out because maybe they just don't want to deal with that side lane or off lane, off the map pressure that can happen with some of those heroes.
And Team Vitality respond to it by saying that they too are gonna fully equip themselves with these team fight heroes, with this team fight comp. By the moment they picked up the Harith, it felt like it was an immediate response to whatever Gaimin was trying to say, that they're gonna fight them head on in terms of team fight. And I like how Gaimin, in response to, decided to pick heroes which could make things a little uncomfortable for the Harith. Like, you have the Hylos, it wasn't the Minotaur, and you also have Sayori, who I believe, whichever ultimate she's gonna pick up is gonna be very crucial in this match.
I always feel like that's the hard part of when a Valentina is picked up, and this has been seen kind of statistically in competitions around, is the Valentina struggles a little bit. Now, she was at the top of the throne before, so I think it was warranted that, you know, she had some of the changes, but still, it's like you mentioned, Brigida, like, you got to be able to choose the right ultimates to take for the right situations, and yeah, the heavy spin would be great. You could also go and argue the final slash could be too, if she takes it from Fumieko. So those are the hard decisions that Sayori is going to have to make here throughout this game.
Yep, whichever could disrupt, whichever could really split up Team Vitality, because I feel like for Gaimin, they don't necessarily have that hero who you could just assign to really look for the pickups onto the backside, but
Fumieko jumping in, they're going to fight back, heavy spin used to, into the traction pulse though. Ashley going to be in trouble. She doesn't have the level 4, Panda goes down though. Meanwhile, still across the map, they're going for more. Vivian's quite low. Ashley can't hunt. Cine just playing around the wall, and now Vival joining the fight will swoop down and take the turtle. Team Vitality gets a whole lot that early on.
For the second time in this series.
Oh, she's gonna go for Arya. Arya! She's nowhere to run. Not even the tower is safe.
I mean, I feel like she wanted to do something other than steal away the turtle. Because for the second time around, if you would would look at that instant replay, things looked like they were going so well for Gaming Gladiators. But that counter traction pulse coming in from Cine, which had or forced them to stick to each other, and which allowed Cine to have a easier way to actually target them down. And of course, I think the most important of all is them buying time for Vival to catch up. So,
Panda.
oh wait, okay.
Panda could be in trouble! Barely getting away, the rest of the team here. She's gonna have to get back, but you're seeing how much pressure is there. Traction pulse just to check that bush. So Panda will go back, but she's gonna be forced off that lane a little bit. So that's some extra gold going in the hands of Shell now. So GG, they've gotta kind of find where they're gonna go for a potential pickoff to try to find a trade. Maybe they can do that a little bit better now that they have, you know, Ashley's got the Glorious Pathway. They can fight a little bit because they've got a Revitalize there too. And you can see Sayori chooses to take that heavy spin. So they might be planning for a setup.
This is exactly when they can do that, because they have a way to engage, to set up a fight. Because Team Vitality, if you look at the lineups of both teams, Team Vitality is the one who clearly has a little more options when it comes to looking for those angles. Because for a Gaming Gladiators, you do have the high loss, you have the Glorious Pathway, you can catch up to Team Vitality. But so long as you're aware that the heavy spin is still intact, the Zaman Force is still intact, and that the other potential ultimates which can punish you are still there, such as the final /2, I believe it's very important, you might hesitate in terms of starting a fight. Punishing could be the way to go for Gaming Gladiators here, if ever they find a right angle. But Fumi Echo, will she replicate that attempt she did earlier?
I think so. I think she wants to use that final slash or that flicker beforehand to go ahead and set things up. The turret goes down up top, so they're going to be willing to trade an objective. Meanwhile, a full force of GG is going to start this turtle up. They're going to go for a traction pulse again. Heavy spin. Vival's going to jump off. Pops off the Shadow Killer. Nicolette's gone. Turtle secured for Team Vitality. And now, GG on the run. Panda can't escape again as she falls. And Sayori and Ashley, no choice. They're left alone. GG is going to lose a lot more here.
I feel like that was a happy mistake even, that the Ogi Shadow kill didn't necessarily land onto Panda. They had other ways to deal with Panda nonetheless, and that just allowed Vival to again secure that turtle, and every single member of Team Vitality did a spectacular job at allowing Vival, at allowing their damage dealers to reach the other members of Gaming Gladiators in that fight. You see how they could have decided to just target Gaming instead, but since they knew that everyone else had to just run away, had to play defensively, then there was just no holding back from Team Vitality anymore.
Taking a look at this instant replay, this is how it's all set up. You see Vival approaches on the backside.
Yeah, she tried
Even
to go.
here, she goes right for Panda to put pressure, a Glorious Pathway, and a Traction Pulse, all landing so well. Time-wise, a turtle secured, and then it's a split up. You know, you're forced to try to disengage on your own at that point for GG.
Yep. And we also forgot to mention that Traction Pulse again for Team Vitality. Cine, she's been making things so hard for Gaming Gladiators. At least if you look at their lineup, they wouldn't want to be put in a single area together. You want Arya to actually be able to freely look for the target in the backline. You want Sayori to not be so close to Ashley, because Ashley is definitely going to be the one receiving majority of the damage from Team Vitality, the one holding things out a bit more for Gaming Gladiators to be able to decide on whether or not they want to proceed with the fight. But that hasn't been the case so far. Gaming Gladiators, this is, I'd say, the reactive style of Gaming Gladiators we've been seeing so far. It isn't the way they've been playing majority of the past few games they had. And speaking of, they might just decide to go for it this time, but will
I guess they
have
want to fight.
enough?
They go in with a Glorious Pathway, but then they disengage, and now Nicolette jumping in. She's gonna go in. Fumi Efko will catch her with the final slash, and Nicolette is gone. Meanwhile, Arya as well. Next up is Vivian finds a lockdown with a heavy spin. Panda trying to run away, but Cine goes forward, flickers in, and will take turret shots. So a trade there. Team Vitality wanted that kill. Won't get it, but they still win the fight.
I I mean, that wasn't a shutdown this time for City, but still, even that mistake felt like it was an okay thing for Team Vitality. Because even then, they're able to transition into getting this Lord. They already used the Diamond Force and the Shadow Kill. There's the Glorious Pathway. Will Gaimin catch up?
Oh, they won't. Vival able to secure the Lord. I think GG should just disengage, recollect, and get back to ready to defend here. You know, we saw that like earlier. I was expecting, you know, they drop down that Glorious Pathway, they go for an initiation, and then they back off. So I don't know if that was some hesitation or if they were just trying to go for a play, but you got to remember they're quite behind. You know, 7,000 gold difference in total is a lot of ground to cover, and not to mention even the jungle. Nicolette is behind 3 levels to Vival.
This is such a statement so far from Team Vitality. Looking at the items right now, this is clearly going to be a struggle too, especially for Ashley. Majority of the damage coming from Team Vitality are magic damage. Oh my goodness. Fortunately, there was a minion wave.
Yeah, the rest of the team had helped Nicolette. Again, this is how much
But from that point onwards, they've been playing it a bit more aggressively. Looking at that instant replay again, it was a beautiful attempt. The angle from which Vival came from could have really been a potential cleanup if only the other members, if only Chell and Cini were able to damage Gaimin Gladiators a little bit more. But it seemed like, since they weren't able to, it was more of a miscalculation on Team Vitality's end. And that wasn't the first time this happened. So it's gonna be tricky for Team Vitality if this happens again in the latter portions of the game, because Panda 1 unknowingly is starting to catch up in terms of damage.
Okay, this is where we see the test here too of managing the map. This major objective, the Lord is up. It's going to be started by Team Vitality. Fumieko takes a couple shots. Conceal going to be used. They final slash in. They're going to fight it anyway. Panda unleashing on the backside. Not able to find Vivian, but they will get the flicker down and Shell the first to fall. Fumieko next. 2 down for Team Vitality. They want more. Nicolette jumps in. Vival on the hunt, but she'll have to be forced back. So Gaimin Gladiators just got control of this objective. If they can go ahead and secure it, Panda and Nicolette will start it up. But Vival, she has the retribution. She's just around the corner. Is she gonna go for a steal? Arya jumps in, trying to cover them, but Nicolette will get the Lord, and Gaimin Gladiators once again will turn the tide in their favor.
Okay, now I think this is where I'd say it was a great decision that Ashley prioritized physical defense.
Yeah.
Because at that moment, Team Vitality, Vival, for some reason, it seemed like they split up the damage and they tried to take out the frontliners first for Gaimin Gladiators, which might have cost them this Lord we're seeing march down bottom lane. Because if you do pour in all of your resources towards the tankiest heroes and you're unsuccessful in doing that, then that just allows for Gaimin to find a way to answer back.
Oh, Panda! Oh, Panda's gonna be in trouble. She goes down. Gets picked off. That is not where you want to be, but the Lord is still up. Game Gladiators will go ahead and still try to play into what they can get, but after that, I don't think you can get much more off this. It's going to be cleared out. Nicolette spotting things out. I'm not sure if the team wants to actually pursue any further, so they'll disengage. Again, earlier on, they had a 7,000 gold deficit. Game and Gladiators have brought themselves back into this game. That Lord won't get them much. Vivian?
Wait, are they not allowing them to recall and defend the base? They somehow try to distract Game In. There's the Glorious Pathway, though.
Glorious Pathway to jump down on defense. Vivil forced back too. You can already see the firepower is online for Game and Gladiators. It looks like they still want to go down mid. Nicolette joined the fight too. She jumps into the backside, looking for the target. They get final slash though. Vivil trying to heal back up, join the fight. Fumi Echo will go down, but Cine still unleashing, untouched in the mid lane as she picks up Ashley. And Ashley falls, and Arya gonna be next, and Cine is untouched, unbothered, triple kill. Huge win for Team Vitality.
Cine, the moment they weren't able to take out Cine, they thought they could go for the fight. There wasn't any heavy spin anymore. But they have to take note of the Sayori!
Sayori trying to get the minions to focus on her. Flickers forward, but that's gonna be it. Team Vitality, it might have looked close, but Team Vitality will take game 2.
I'm pretty sure that could have been different. They knew that they could potentially start a fight. There were resources that were actually down for Team Vitality. One of the most crucial ones being the heavy spin. But that took them long enough to find the right timings, to find the right positions. And eventually, the Zaman Force cooldown made it. City was just free to do the free hits. We have to hear what our panelists have to say about game number 2.
Yet again, Team Vitality is able to trump what could have been a Game and Gladiators comeback and take a 2-0 lead in this best of 7 grand finals. A little bit more dominating. I thought that this time around Game In would not be able to find a turnaround, but they were able to punish some mistakes. Up until Vitality delivered an even bigger, deadlier, game-ending punishment in the final team fight.
Yeah, and we could see actually that early parts of the game, it is actually Team Vitality winning the team fight. But at some point, the mid-game, there was a nice setup play from Gaming Gladiators. And I gotta say, this Valentina pick actually made sense with those heavy spins from Sayori's IMU, but at the same time, I really have to commend Team Vitality's usage also, specifically for Vival on those shadow kills, because there were moments wherein, yes, Ashley was there to do some stunts, but at the same time, since she knows that idea, then she waits for the perfect timing and then comes in. But I kind of felt like for Chell and Panda's laning, if this game stretched into a more longer game, it would be a lot easier for Panda.
Technically, the Harith also has a little bit more to work with in the late game as well. I think at the final bouts, we finally saw her pick up the Holy Crystal, so that's where the burst damage was coming from. I guess Wind of Nature wouldn't be as efficient for Harith, because technically, you know, the Kimmy does differences of damage that can penetrate through the Wind of Nature, so it does make sense. All in all, I don't think that this was a clean game for Team Vitality, despite them being able to get this win. A lot of moments where we saw overextensions. I think Vival made a few weird moments. Shell also on the Harith was overextending in a lot of these engages, which is very peculiar. I don't know if it's overhype or overconfidence that we're seeing, but Cine was the main anchor and the main pillar for game 1 and game number 2.
Definitely for Gaming Gladiators, if they are to give up the Kimmy for Cine, they really have to be prepared. Like as much as possible, they need to stop her early game or as soon as possible, because I think there was a team fight wherein it was actually Gaming Gladiators winning in terms of numbers, in terms of position, but because you have Cine on the Kimmy, then it goes to show that for Team Vitality, they're just really confident whenever they have a hero at the middle lane that deals constant damage every team fight. So it revolves around having a hero like Kimmy, you just need the support and you need the backliner. But you have all in all for Gaming Gladiators. What's really nice is they were able to stretch the game, even though Arya didn't have a great time on the laning phase.
Yeah, essentially for 2 games now, Team Vitality has worked with a double carry setup. 1 carry in the gold lane, another carry in the mid lane. It alleviates the pressure from Shell that if ever the Harith falls too early. And in a lot of the fights, eventually in the latter portions of the game, it became like, instead of sure kill, it was a sure trade. It was Harith for something from Gaming Gladiators. But Cine was the problem because, again, a double carry setup means you can afford to lose one of your carries and expect the other to cover for it. While for Gaming Gladiators, I agree with you there, where as this stretches out, it'll be even harder for Team Vitality to fight against the carry of Panda. But almost all of the pressure of the damage dealing is on the shoulders of that carry.
Yeah. So it wasn't one-dimensional, is what we're seeing here from Team Vitality. So coming into game number 3, if they opt to go swap sides, maybe GG would consider picking up the Kimmy in the first phase of the drafts, or even consider banning it out if they get second pick. Because again, this Kimmy, you mentioned it from game number 1, it's a huge problem. Don't give it to Cine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to ride on that idea for the rest of the series. Don't give the Kimmy to Cine anymore. Let's look at the head-to-head for this game number 2, but a little bit more focus on the matchup between Vival and Nicolette. A little bit tougher this time for the Lancelot with everything in consideration. Vival, yeah, she did have her moments of kind of questionable, but ultimately, I think she was able to really do the expected job of a Hayabusa in this game.
Yeah, that's true. And it shows in the statistics, jungle creeps, even on the distribution of gold. And it felt like majority of the gold, or if not, it didn't felt like for Gaming Gladiators, specifically for Nicolette, the only time that she was able to lessen the gap was from team fights. Them being able to actually secure kills against Team Vitality. And because of that, for Vival, she actually controlled majority of the areas of the map. And because also of the setup heroes from Fumi Echo and even Vivian, there was a lot of space for her to wait the perfect time for her to be inside or be part of the team fight.
She was, I think, in some stage of the mid-game, 2 or 3 levels ahead of Nicolette. This is something that we haven't seen in quite some time. Nicolette, usually on her comfortable heroes like the Lancelot, like the Hayabusa, will either equal it out or even be ahead of the enemy jungle. So Nicolette is caught in a position where she's really behind. She can't contest for neutral objectives. Her jungle keeps getting invaded, and she's uncomfortable for sure. And that's what Team Vitality does. They make you uncomfortable. Before the start of the day, when we were talking about these 2 teams, we were highlighting that Gaming Gladiators have really, really good team fights. Team Vitality, up until this point, have exemplified that they're really good at making team fights messy. So when things don't go according to the plan and the tempo that usually Ashley sets for the team, this is the results that we're seeing.
Yeah, and actually that's the beauty on how Team Vitality actually plays, because game number 1, the pressure was on Panda's lane. And then came game number 2, then they have the pressure on Nicolette. So it's a bit hard for Gaming Gladiators to actually point out as to where the pressure will come from. So yeah, we don't normally see Nicolette at 0-2 early game on a Lancelot.
Exactly.
So this is unfamiliar territory for Gaming Gladiators.
Let's see what else Gaming Gladiators will be able to do in their adjustments for the drafts and how they execute, so that they could make sure that they're not going to go into this 3-0, meaning 1 win away from Vitality taking the championship. And of course, we don't want to see sweeps here. Now, Eterna got to do this either yesterday or just a few days ago. I think it's my turn to do it. This is the Dr. Sulaiman Al Habib hot take for the day. And it's going to be coming from yours truly. I think, and hey, it's hot takes, not lukewarm takes, not cold takes, it's hot takes. The loss of Gaimin from game 1 is affecting them more than they let on. Because there were some moments in that game number 2 where we were wondering, wait, nothing's gonna happen? It looks like all of you were setting up for something. Wait, why the sudden hesitation? It seems like how they lost in game 1, getting split pushed like that, and them overcommitting into a fight is affecting them more than I think we realize.
Oh, so it's mental now for
Yeah.
this lady. So sometimes the pressure keeps getting on, it piles up, and then you want to do something, but the outcome doesn't go the way you want it to be.
So we're looking at Ashley then, right?
I'm looking at the entire Gaming Gladiators. I don't want to single out someone.
I mean, I saw it. She opened up the ult from Hylos, but
yeah.
they
That
went
moment.
back instead. There was hesitation there. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of other moments that's
True.
why you consider this hot take to be a
Yeah.
thing. But
True,
Ashley's shot caller.
Yeah, that's
So, with how much confidence that she's shown on stage, claiming that she wants to be the mother of tanks, and now that she's down 2-0, it could be affecting her.
Again, all up in the air, and it will only be answered by the action brought in game. But Sandstorm actually got a chance to talk to one of my favorite people in Sir Action Slacks. Let's listen in on that.
What up, everybody? My name is Sandstorm. This is Slacks, and we are here at the Dota 2 Arena, where I believe we have 2 grand finals for the Esports World Cup happening. But you know what? I think our finals are more hype because we have GG, the first NA representative to ever make it to a grand finals in Mobile Legends history, and we have Team Vitality, who have won MWI twice, but they have never won it in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. They got to the finals last time, and they only got second. They were taken down in a sweep, which no one expected. So what's gonna happen now? Are they going to be able to take it, or is there going to be another sweep? I don't know.
That is actually much better than what's happening in Dota. I'm going to be real with you. That's a storyline. GG has a good team, and they're from NA. You bang-bangers know what you're doing. We got Falcons, local team heroes. That's great. Big ups to Falcons. Then we got Tundra, whose interesting characteristics are existing. So I want to go watch Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I couldn't care less about my stage. Bang Bangers, I'm coming, baby. Get that Layla out. Bam, baby!
You know where it's at. It's happening at the SNB Esports Arena. Make sure you come over for the grand finals. We'll see you there.
Okay, is that official now, Sir Action Slacks? Are we just bang bangers now?
Are we called bang bangers?
Are we gonna write in? I'm gonna write in all that for the entirety of EWC.
We're bang bangers.
I'm a proud bang banger.
Bang bang. Because the game is a banger. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's banging. It's banging.
Don't retract it. It was good. You dropped a good line. Why do you have to suddenly?
You have to be confident.
Be confident. Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate.
It took you time to digest what I just said. That's why
it's good.
Yeah, okay.
We value your feedback, Chantal.
Of course. And I value your feedback.
Yeah, so don't forget to scan our QR codes on your screen. We'd really love to learn more about your experience of the Esports World Cup so far. Please fill out the survey. So, of course, future iterations. And hey, EWC is a long event. So as the event goes on, we can continue to improve. And hopefully the improvements we can find as well from Gaming Gladiators across the board. And it's not like we're asking for like big game-changing improvement. It's just refinement at this point, because again, going into this Team Vitality are so experienced, they are incredibly refined.
Yeah.
While for Gaming Gladiators, it's like a tougher ask for them. Like you're in the middle of your grand finals and we're asking you to, hey, just like refine this, refine that, refine this, refine that.
One of the major headlines coming into this particular matchup is the fact that Team Vitality have been together for 3 years.
All right.
And they have been competing competitively for 3 years. Gaming Gladiators, on the other hand, have been together for 3 weeks.
And it was actually during a boot camp in Malaysia. So it feels like for Gaming Gladiators, since sometimes they have this tendency to overthink, then maybe they don't see the big picture in terms of the draft. Definitely, my question in mind, are they gonna give up the Kimi again?
Yeah.
I mean, Kimi has been a headache even for TLPH yesterday. Now even game number 1 and game number 2. But I'm not sure for GG. They've been very consistent on giving this out. But definitely the respect is there for Team Vitality as they ban out Uranus.
We're seeing the exact...
Gatot.
Okay, exact same bans are coming through here. And interestingly enough, GG has opted to go for second pick again. So are they going for a Kimi ban instead of the Moskov ban in the third place of the bans in the first phase?
Actually, that I'm not sure. But I think in terms of the... We could focus actually on the assassin heroes. I think GG plays better with the Hayabusa, even though we've seen them play well with the Lancelot.
Yeah, we've seen some hella Nicolette highlights.
Yeah, but with the Hayabusa, I think they had this more potential actually to just have this somehow lessen the number of players before a team fight.
It's
Like game
more
number one.
Yeah, like more consistent impact from a Hayabusa is what we're getting from that. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to echo that statement. If ever it's possible for Gaming Gladiators to rush pick that Hayabusa, get it right away, maybe they should. Badang gets taken out by Team Vitality. Gaming, you know what? I'm really just gonna have to go on the please just ban the Kimmy. There we go.
Thank you, Gaming Gladiators. But now, since this has been the ban, Baksha's been open, but I don't think they really prioritize that much.
It seems like
on the hero.
Baksha doesn't exist anymore between these two teams. Like he's just gone.
Now for Team Vitality,
they could go Arlet again.
Yeah. There.
So for Gaming Gladiators, we've mentioned about the difference in terms of the jungle heroes.
Yeah.
But I think they can also use Baksha on other lanes.
So Haya
Baksha.
I'm honestly thinking Haya Granger, but that's just me. I think out of all the picks possible right now for Gaming Gladiators, I know we were talking about the jungle and potentially swerving the Baksha. If ever and someone's gonna end up with Baksha in their hands, it might actually be more Ashley than Arya and more Ashley than Nicolette. I think they could just put that into the roam instead. But I think considering that there's an Arlot on the other side of the board, it's already so difficult to play a Baksha if you're going to be playing it roam. Because Baksha, yeah, he can be annoying. He can get around the map really quickly. He can harass you with damage. But then it'll be so easy for an Arlot, if ever that's going to go into the roam or anyone in the roam and mid, to just punish the Baksha right away. That might actually be more of a detriment to Gaimin with picking that up.
Yeah. Is Ashley okay?
Like generally?
Yeah. I think they're just waiting for the next hero.
She looks really tense. She looks really tense.
To the previous day.
Yeah.
I'm not good with reading body language and all that, so I'm gonna leave that up to you two. I'm not so good with psychoanalysis.
Maybe she's just focusing, right?
Yeah,
she
maybe.
could just be focused too.
Yeah. Optimistic. Half glass full.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
you just need a little bit more optimism.
Yeah, maybe she's just, what should I do for the next game?
Yeah.
Because we've mentioned about she's the center of the team.
Yes.
She is the shot caller, so she needs to do a reset.
That's why I agree with what you picked up earlier on about the CC always being a constant pick here for GG. The problem is that I'm looking at is with the CC always a pick and the lack of hero pool coming in from Ashley, it really makes their gameplay one-dimensional. Like you know what to expect.
Yeah, okay. Well, for the side of Team Vitality, it seems like there's a lot more dimensions.
Exactly. Vival could be the one to open things up. Vivian can be the one to open things up. We've seen Fumi Echo take that role as well.
And to be fair, it has been just 20 heroes that they actually used before Grand Final. So for the side of Gaming Gladiators, they don't really have that much information as to what heroes they will use coming to this match.
I just realized though, for the head-to-head matchup, I mean, we're putting a lot of focus here onto Ashley and her hero pool, but her hero pool is massive compared to Vivian heading into this day. Vivian has just been, so far, Gatot Kacha, Badang, Arlot, Akai. Oh, wait, Arlot, bro?
Badang, Arlot, Akai, and Cho.
Okay, Badang, Arlot.
Yeah, we add the Cho, so
And
4
the Cho.
heroes in total.
So 4. While Ashley actually has a rich selection of roam heroes that she could go for with the Minotaur, Kalea, Matilda, Hylos, Gatot, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of options there. What if it's not the roam that we should be looking at, but it's actually the EXP? Because there's been also a lot of differences in the EXP lane for the series. Because suddenly Fumi Echo has an Edith game with her right now. Yeah?
But the big question is, has she done successfully on these unique heroes?
Are we fighting right now? Should we
It's
just
okay.
fight? Should we argue?
It's a heated discussion because it's a heated match. We need to talk about this. We need to figure out
Why
a
are
way
you
to
raising your
take Team
voice?
Vitality down.
Just right beside you guys. Yeah, to be fair, I think the only team also from this tournament that has the highest potential to use CZ is only Gaming Gladiators.
Oh.
I mean, it's their top hero for EXP lane.
Yeah. But we've seen Fumi Echo pick up the CC before, right?
3 times.
3 times, yeah. All right. I know it's not the hot take segment right now, but I'll just drop in my hot take. What if
What if?
Gaiman just starts prioritizing the Kai?
Actually, given that now that you've mentioned that, game number 2 was Arlott, and then next 2 picks they got the Akai.
Akai in the first
and then
phase.
we saw the Arlott just dashing all around.
Arlott Akai is such a good combo right now.
So if they take the Arlott, then they take Hayabusa, then would it be a better trade for Gaming Gladiators?
What do you mean? Because Vitality already has the Arlott with them.
No. What I was saying, it is for a counter pick for GG, just for the sake of not having Arlott and Akai on Team Vitality.
Also, you think that next pick GG picks up the Akai?
There's a chance, maybe.
That's
I
what
agree,
that's what I was thinking too. Like, just get Gaming Gladiators to pick up the Akai in the first 2 picks, so that even the Arlott would cause a lot of problems. I mean, the Arlott was already picked, right?
Yes.
As the first pick.
Yes.
So it's already
They were
there.
waiting for the 2 picks from GG.
GG.
So you can go Akai Hayabusa.
Yeah, Akai Hayabusa.
Yeah. You get a strong pick in the jungle right away. You get a very flexible panda that you can put in multiple positions.
Yeah, and for
Well, now just 2 Roman XP.
So for Team Vitality, they can get Baksha. Or was Baksha banned?
No. I am on the boat now that we are not going to see Baksha for the entirety of the series.
I think it depends.
Uh-huh.
Because if they want to go for like a healer setup, maybe the Baxia can still be considered. But without that, I agree. I don't think we'll see Baxia again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So with the Baksha
Goodbye, wheel.
Yeah. And
I really like that we're trying to like complete the heroes
Yeah.
now, even though we don't see anything.
Yeah. Of course, thank you all for your patience. We're just making sure everything's A-okay over there on the stage for our 2 teams. Again, if you are just joining us here today, this is the grand finals of MWI at EWC. Game number 3 already underway for the drafting portion. First 2 games were won by Team Vitality, but it wasn't all just completely a dominant performance. We've seen hints of possible resurgence and comeback multiple times from Gaming Gladiators, and that might actually end up reflecting in the series score if ever Gaming can translate that into a game win. And again, if ever they translate that into a game win, I feel like that's going to be massive momentum for them that they can use, considering that they can proudly proclaim that they are the only team so far in MWI 2025 to give Team Vitality a loss. Again, that's only if it happens.
Yeah, I think that will affect definitely Team Vitality, because Shell confidently stated that from the start they were actually aiming to become champions with a 100% game win rate, and now we get to see Akai and Hayabusa taken here by Gaming Gladiators.
Oh, as predicted by Renmar.
Well, I mean, she did bring up the Hayabusa, so.
Both PH never mind.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
It's the PH connection. Let's go.
It's okay. ID will win the championship, but let's continue.
Oh, what if that ends up becoming an eternal curse?
Nah, it's fine.
I like how we just companies like, nah, yeah, well, we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Okay, Lancelot, Arlott, then the Moskov.
Huh. Farsa maybe?
Yeah, steal the Farsa. Well, it will be really tough for a Farsa though. This is a tough Farsa game.
Yeah.
You have the Lancelot, even Arlott.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm also in that same boat of like, okay, if they're not
Just
gonna
the
pick
first-
it, just ban it.
Yeah.
You have
Or
to at least ban it.
if they open it, they get again the Valentina.
Yeah. Oh wait, Juice is open.
for too long.
Although it's very mobile, so yeah, okay, carry. They can ban the Farsa, but that might force out the Juicin ban from Vitality when Gaimin would want to pick up the Juicin for themselves. Considering that they already have a true damage dealer and a high physical damage burst on the Hayabusa, I think Gaimin would lean towards either the Juicin or the Zetian as their mid, because they don't need any more damage. They need a little bit more utility.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards actually on Zetian for Gaming Gladiators, because they had more games with it, just for the sake of comfortability. So the next ban for Gaming Gladiators could be Farsa, Jushin, any mid heroes that could either burst, but it's gonna be Kalea for them. Oh, okay, interesting. Kalea ban.
Yeah, I would consider the Farsa as one of the bans coming in from GG because they want to make sure that the carry does not get outranged. She is strong, but she has really low range, and burst heroes like the Farsa with the long range does become a problem for the carry in the later stage of the game, especially if they want to go for in these particular team fights. Kalea gets taken out. They are trying to pin out Vivian, I think, here. Technically against the Hayabusa, we have seen the Cho become an option, the Kufra become an option as well. These are heroes that we have seen Vivian play before, but it's not as meta. So that's another consideration. Ruby is something that we do see going against the Hayabusa, because I do think that the Hayabusa is going to be a problem. Game number 1 was clearly very difficult for Vitality to close, right? Without that split push coming in from the Moskov for Shell, I think they could have lost that first game. So we come into the second phase now for the bans for Team Vitality, and the Jushin does get banned, like you guys mentioned. Considering we have seen a lot of Lancelot games that don't go as according to plan because of the range and the pickups coming in from the Jushin.
Yeah, I would agree. By the way, this is a very smart ban from Gaming Gladiators, the Karita, because we all know that it could actually use that skill to stop the heavy spin midway. So the typical ban is going to be Minotaur, still limiting heroes for Ashley. So I think they're just forcing this Akai to be just a pos 5 or tank here for GG, since again, for GG here, they want the heavy tank as much as possible. But I think it would be best for them to place this Akai on the EXP lane and have a hard tank against the Lancelot, and could probably hold Moskov in terms of team fight.
Yeah, so 100% I think that guy does go into the EXP lane, considering that the times that they've shown it up, it was actually Arya who played it incredibly well, but it was paired up with a Badang usually, and so we might have to see a different combination for the Akai of Gaming Gladiators. As expected, Zetian is going to be the mid lane pick for Gaming. Now Vitality, still it would be tough for them to pick up the Farsa, but I wouldn't knock them for deciding to pick it up. It still plays to their strengths and what they do best.
What if they... I was thinking about Paramis though, but is it great for Team Vitality? I mean, just to counter the shadow kills and such, but they will lack burst early game. Oh, Selena.
Yeah, I was about to say the Selena. The Farsa is too risky with this composition that GG has with the Hayabusa, with the Akai as well. Selena is a hero that we have seen Cine pick up 3 times, so it's one of her main heroes. And like we were talking about earlier on, right, the Cho comes through. They have a lot of ways to lock down, but it's very single target. So we might be looking at them trying to disengage from team fights and look for pickoffs instead. GG, on the other hand, they are the ones that want to go in for team fights, right? They have 2 layers of CC with a Tigreal Implosion and now the heavy spin.
I'm feeling good about this lineup by Gaming Gladiators, although Team Vitality Selena is deadly. Let's see what will happen. Will it be a 3-0 lead for Vitality or the first score on the board for Gaming Gladiators? Let's go, Brigida and Naisu.
Thank you so much to our panelists. Indeed, match point is on the line here for Team Vitality, going up against Gaming Gladiators, who I believe I'd agree too. This feels like a much better draft, a much confident draft for them. And you definitely need to be confident in pulling this one off. It's a Tigreal and an Akai.
Can I just say, I think Gaming Gladiators has been so far the only team in MWI. I know it's 2-0 right now, but they have made Team Vitality uncomfortable in certain parts of the game, right? But the main thing is they need to get a win. That's what they have to do here, and maybe this lineup, this composition can allow them to do that. It's so funny, too, how we just see very similar junglers being swapped in and out, you know?
Yeah, it's just still going to be the Lancelot and the Hayabusa for this matchup, but I definitely agree. And we've had some time away from the Land of Dawn before heading back into game number 3, so hopefully, as mentioned by our panelists, Gaming Gladiators have also had enough time to talk about the things that need to be addressed, because in the first 2 games we've observed a lot of things, I feel, especially in terms of the macro, their decision making and whatnot. And those are going to heavily matter for this one because they are going for a very teamfight-centric comp. And they can't mess up in terms of targeting, in terms of priority if it's about that, but that's a nice force on the trigger.
She's going to go for Shell. She gets the Purify. So both gold laners burning the battle spells. A Flicker and a Purify down for both of them. And good little rotation for both. I think Panda still want to be careful here. You know, last game it took her a little bit of time to really build up on this carry. And it might be the case if she's able to build up faster, and then maybe it puts them in a position to contest some of these objectives earlier or have a better opportunity to do that.
Yep, liking the fast rotations and the early rotations coming in from Team Vitality. But we have to watch out for game in. This is a pull yourself together Tigreal that Ashley actually has. Also prioritizing the rapid boost. The setup might come soon, but okay, that was close. But just force out the Flicker, although Arya...
Oh, Arya, she's going to survive this. Oh, she pops